Hey y'all. Happy Saturday. Okay. We good. Ooh. I've already done the weekend forecast and today. Put it up yesterday. So there's that. So if you're in the weekend, by all means. Welcome to I Spy with my shamanic eye. My name is Gabrielle. Come on in, get comfy, marinate. These are general collective readings. Parts of the message may resonate, other parts may not at all. That's totally fine. Okay. Hold on. I want to try to switch out of something really quickly. Okay. That looks more steady, I think. Let's see. Forget it, freeze. Okay, we're good. I'm going to put information in the chat about mini reads for those of you who have questions that exist beyond the general reading and information provided there. You can always email me for personals at intuitivedownloads19@gmail.com. Information is definitely in the about section of the channel. Okay. This is for Cash App for mini reads. It's early, but it's not. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay. Let's start with love, joy, celebration, and always in the truth. Okay. Angels, you already know. Okay. Just gonna put that there for a minute. Feels so good. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Oh, wait. That was upside down. It shouldn't have been. Okay. So it was the Five of Cups that was upside down. So someone's not really mourning the loss of something. I saw the Five of Wands. Somebody's angry about something. That's interesting. Again, I keep getting this energy about, warnings and this and that. And I just saw, on a personal level, let's just say when people don't heed good advice, whether solicited or unsolicited, and you understand that people's emotions are tied to it, a lot of times, if you can get things done, you just should. You know what I mean? Time management. That's all I'm going to say. Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective? Ooh, it is a happy day. It's joyous. It's love. Wow. Aww. There seems to be reprieve from worries and burdens. There's help. A helping hand. A King of Pentacles. Someone is contemplating this, is what it seems like. It looks like they've decided, because this Knight of Cups energy in this deck is Libra Scorpio. And so this is like a private benefactor. Someone wants to send you some sort of blessing to help you. They can feel your energy. I feel like the divine, because the Ten of Wands is Jupiterian energy. It's Sag, but it's Jupiterian. And yeah, somebody wants to help you. They sense that you need it. They can see something. They can see the struggle. And they're in a position to do something about your obstacles and challenges. This almost feels like a pay it forward moment, because the Ten of Wands is Sag and Saturn, right? And so, yeah, this really does feel like a pay it forward moment. Knight of Cups, Ten of Wands, King of Pentacles. Yeah. This person is reflecting Six of Cups on a time in their life, which is Scorpionic energy, right? So it could very well have to do with assets, to the Four of Pentacles, right? When they were on hard times, when, you know, things were a lot tighter for them and they're doing better. And it was like this energy, like they made a promise. Whomever helped them, there is this energy of pay it forward, because they really would have been like really downtrodden. They're just trying to figure out a way of doing it, I guess, without setting off the alarm bells. Interesting. Well, I could wholeheartedly say Divine Collective is like grateful. It's because the Knight of Cups, right? Let me wait. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. Lovers, Tower, Ace of Cups, Sun card. Wow. You help this person in some capacity. It's pertaining to a romance situation. And I feel like they were definitely going to propose to somebody. And you could have definitely cut through the rigmarole and expressed to them about their hesitation and, you know, something about things playing out, et cetera, et cetera. But either way, as crazy as it sounds, even though there was definitely devastation with that tower, it was helpful. You helped them see something, like a blessing in disguise. Yeah, you definitely gave this person a reading. Wheel of Fortune to the Eight of Wands. You picked up on their energy. Yeah, they were getting ready to get married. And there was some energy of a halt and waiting and, you know, working on the relationship. And I feel like there was actual therapy that was approached. And in those sessions, somebody's true character was revealed. Okay? Yeah. Anyway. It's wild because someone really is in a much better place. Like, this is huge. right? Most people see the Lover's Tower, you're like, whoa, that's a heck of a fallout. But somebody, they made their choice, they're happy with their decision, all of these things. And I feel like they're happier. They might have even found new love with someone even more compatible with them. Yeah, I don't know. This could have just been a general collective like I'm doing now. And again, this is the essence of tapping into someone's energy in a very organic way and you helping them. I know there's a lot of people who read, who come and, you know what I mean? And so that's fine. But keep going. I just want to say that also for like, just keep going. It's okay. Just keep going. Yeah, this person was actually able to make a very peaceful transition out of that situation because of your advice, but also they're so much happier now. Yeah. And you're part of that. So there's a cup of love, but it doesn't feel like romance. It's genuine happiness. And they're just so much happier. They would have been stuck in a situation that would have only been about money and finances. And this person is in such a better position. I just want to say thank you. Okay. All right. That's dope. What else? Why is this here? That's why the energy of keep going. Because a lot of times when you do these sorts of readings, you do get confirmation here and there, but oftentimes you just do because you're being obedient, right? You do the messages, and it's a lot of energy. Right. But this Eight of Pentacles. Keep going. You're getting like you're much better and much more skillful than you're giving yourself credit for. There's a definite talent and there's a way in which you cut through Queen of Swords, right? Through all the BS. And it might be a little brutal at first, right? But in the end, it really is the best method. Ace of Cups, Sun card. Keep going. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, Eight of Cups. Look, Eight of Pentacles to the Eight of Cups. Keep going. Keep going. Look at this, though. Look at these twos. World card, Two of Cups, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles. That is dope. See, those Eight Pentacles, and now they're here we are again. You about to get your due in more ways than one. In like a high vibrational sense. There is a beautiful cycle, right? Of cooperation and reciprocity, Two of Cups, right? Of the energy of all that you've been putting out is being directed back to you, Two of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Because what I am seeing is there has been a covert, and listen, don't play with me. There has been a covert energy to sabotage your growth. Okay? Moon, Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. Right. To keep your star from rising. But the sun is a star, right? Your light shines. It don't matter. Like the divine sends people. And that's what I'm getting. That's why I said this feels like a helping hand. Like someone coming in to assist you. Because there are so many different factors of what's going on behind the scenes that whoever the King of Pentacles is, they're very privy to. Of this cooperative effort, right? To keep your star from rising. Like these people have done so much to stagnate and trap you because again, they don't really like, let's just say, your ability to predict, your ability to manifest. You know what I mean? That 9 of Cups is a lot, right? They don't like this. Everything just seems like it just comes so easily, so effortlessly. But again, that 8 of Pentacles is behind closed doors. Somebody got their head down and they thugging it out, hard at work. And so this person wants to see you receive your 10 of Pentacles. They're like, yo, for real, mark my words, expect this shit. Here you go. There's the Magician, and there's the Ace of Pentacles. I told you, this man in particular has the power, capabilities, to make sure that everything for you starts moving in your favor. Listen, again, God sent me an angel from the heavens above. There's a Chariot, there's Temperance, and there's Judgment. Not a joke. Not a joke, not a joke, not a joke. Yeah. They're being sent in to make it right. This almost feels like a settlement. Anyway, just letting you know. That's so dope. Ace of Swords, yeah. It's So, you know, when I be like angels on deck, you see, they be on deck. They be on deck. As above, so below. My father said, and so this man is being instructed to act as a long arm of the divine. So you receive what is due to you, what you're supposed to be receiving, what is promised to you, so you get your recognition. This ain't no joke. I mean, it has been a slow burn, is what that feel like. But, you know, time is up, and I know I'm talking about a high priestess, you know, that energy right there, see? Healers need protectors. It is what it is. This person is like, nah, I'm going to make it right. This is their contract, by the way. We saw the Emperor, right? This is their contract. Not every one of these sorts of unions, these spiritual unions, are romantic. This would be a prime example of, of a twin flame union that really the purpose of is for you to get what is yours. I don't necessarily think that this is romantical. This is a soulmate who has a mission, 2 of Wands, to make sure the scales are balanced in your favor, that you receive the good fortune and favor that you are promised. This could happen and y'all part ways and you may never see this person again. Two of Swords to the 7 of Cups. To the Moon. Do you understand? All right, let me stop. They're just there to, again, defend you, protect you, be the long arm of our Father to make sure you get what is yours. Okay? This is like on some Great Expectations minus the sick shit. You know, where there is a benefactor somewhere in there. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Yeah. Somebody been real patient. And they've been watching. And they've been waiting. And they don't like what they seen. They truly don't. Ooh. Okay, what else do we need to know? It's coming in fast. This person it is inspired action. That's all I said. Because it's a Knight of Wands. I told you, this person is a defender. We got the Knight of Cups. But the Sun. Baby. See the chariot yet again with this Ace of Wands? That's this Knight of Wands. And I'm glad it was like that because, you know, I could be real critical of the Knight of Wands around these parts. But again, this is a mission that they have been sent on. Eight of Wands. They have been directed by a higher power to come in and fight this for you, to take care of these frenemies. For real, though. Five of Wands to the Three of Cups, that's frenemy status. It's time for you to have some peace, baby. Did you hear my broken heart? Guys, yeah, really, because I keep seeing the Three of Swords. Like, this really is an angel. I like it. I like it. It's going to be an overflow. So whatever this, these attacks, it's being quenched. Because, you know, that's very fiery energy, Mars energy, the tower. Right. And so this cup is coming in to extinguish the perpetual tower of these people. Okay. Yeah. So you could be your little free spirit itself. Page of Wands. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. You gotta shift that energy. This communication's coming. This shift in energy, all of it, like we started with Pentacles, right? So we know this isn't just about a spiritual shift, an emotional shift, a mental shift. No. All of those things are included. But this is about the 3D world just as much as it is about the spiritual world. Right. See? This is where you're at. This is where you're supposed to be, baby. Yeah, oh man. Don't even worry about it. They got you. All the twos is out here though. You really don't see this coming. This is so cute. Somebody has really done a lot of mental magic, like to redirect. It's like I'm getting the redirection of traffic, like internet traffic, actually, because it's the Two of Swords. It's mental energy, deadlock, avoidance, weighing options. Like, so people who go through things where your videos are pending, the processing, it takes too long. There's just all of this weird shit happening. Numbers don't seem to add up. Like, it's just really, really weird. Yeah, somebody has been absolutely working in the background to redirect things to them from you. Interesting. Yeah, told you this really is about, and it's more than one person. The funny part is these are people in different industries across different platforms who are very well known. You wouldn't even think they would engage in such activities, but if you a threat, they do shit like this. Yeah, it's a bunch of them. Star to the Ten of Cups. That's a bunch of people. Told you, it's a community of people. It's not just one. There has been an organized effort. Yeah, look, Five of Wands, Judgment. See, this is why the divine had to step in, because they view you as competition, and like I said, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Straight up, keep going. Because if you stir in such a commotion and all of this, right? Clearly you a threat. Yeah. Yeah. Time. Time has been called on this situation. Look, because this is you. You work for the light. See, there's justice. It has to happen, baby. It does. It truly, truly does. You, yeah. They know a real divine feminine when they feel it. Empress, Ace of Wands. See? Oh, yeah. You know exactly when it started because the analytics don't lie. I mean, they do, right? But they don't because you know exactly when it started. Oh, yeah. Look, look, look. These people, look, everything is only for a season, right? And so when you take things beyond the season where it's allowed, then the heavy hitters come out. Yeah. For some of you, this could have even been a mentor that you know what I mean? A teacher. Let's call it that, a teacher. For a brief moment, you and this person, for what, was in a, where they were in a position of authority, they were in a position of enlightenment where, they know more. Right. And they were, introducing you. This was like a gatekeeper in a sense. Temperance, Chariot, Page of Cups, right? Page of Pentacles, Six of Swords, and then there is the Wheel of Fortune. Right. At a point, we all must venture into new realms. We must explore. We must seek. We must be led by faith. And that means the teacher that is no longer usable. They're not viable because when you are being taught to trust in the divine, when you must really walk by faith and not by sight, you can't be in somebody's face all the time, going to them with all your worries. Blah, 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 blah. No, you have to go to God. You must. You must go directly to the source. There's a point in the journey where there are no middlemen or women. The ego, okay, is dangerous because if it's fragile and you have a grandiose sense of self, grandiose sense of self, it's hard to swallow. Age is not the requisite or the prerequisite for knowledge and wisdom. Nah, there's a lot of big babies walking around. So somebody took it quite personal. One of these people was definitely in some mentor, mentee, student, teacher, and they took it personal. Four of Cups, Seven of Wands. When you had got to that point, when you had the point of recognition where you had to stand on this hill by yourself. It's you and God. Page of Wands, Fool, Eight of Wands. You are being directed by spirit source itself. You cannot. So they started attacking you and they started talking about you and like, oh, you think you're just so good, but they low-key watched you trying to, and all the things they could have chose, trying to slow you down and make the journey harder than it had to be, longer than it had to be, right? Was the worst thing them and a little witch bitch group could have ever done. Because all it did was put you through rapid spiritual development and growth. Ace of Swords. And the whole time, spirit's clocking this person. Right. And they're watching you grow in your spiritual strength. Look at this shit. Not operate from the low vibrational, three-dimensional space that they are. Again, overcoming pride and ego. They themselves, who was once your teacher, your mentor, whatever the fuck you want to call it, failed their own test by worrying about you. Hierophant, Ace of Wands. You understand? Failed their own test. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords. What? It's crazy. It's crazy. So you got blessings coming in, collective, And there are just people who you have collected along the journey, and they are just outright haters. And I mean that. I mean that. Your job may be to trigger them and all of that, but you know, didn't want what you was offering, right? How dare you go off on your own journey, on your own adventure? What? How dare you follow what God has told you to do? Okay. How dare you be that free of a spirit? You understood this with the world here. It's seasons. Huge lesson on planet Earth, knowing when to let people go. Hey, knowing when to open the door, but also when to close it. We are here for the experiences. How dare you think that it is a totality of your existence is that experience? You are limiting yourself when you're supposed to be limitless. Hypocrisy. All right. So what else we need to know about these people who've been back here opposing you, jealous of you? Karma is at their door for this shit. I cut the deck right back to the devil. The justice over the devil. They've learned quite a bit from you. I want you to know that. You were their worst lesson, but their biggest blessing. Justice, devil, 9 of Wands, hermit, strength. See what I mean? You help these people get closer. Told you, ego work is ever going. Yeah, go ahead and write your question. Absolutely. Yeah, ego work is never finished because you've never been where you are in that moment. You don't know what new ego you have developed that you need to maybe go in there and tweak a little bit. I don't know, I'm getting very strong Sag energy. I keep getting all the Sag cards. I mean that. All the Sag cards, all of them. Hitting the enemy. Wow. Yeah. See? You had a teacher, someone who was supposed to be in a position of authority, spiritually speaking, at a higher, yes, could have been a female, but this person, low key, turn karmic. All because you listened to divine guidance and got on your merry way. It's all a journey. Told you they turn karmic. Failed their own damn test. Many, many things to thwart your journey. Archangel Michael, ever present. Look at all the angels. Judgment, love. Like, look. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. Oh, they done ran into your angels. That's so funny. Anything else we need to know about this particular spread, Holy Spirit? See blessings and abundance and ooh. Look, ultimate completion, final manifestation, results of true will, recognition, continuation, realization, and endings. See? Booyah. Booyah. The wealth, look, it's in full flow. It's in full flow. Yes, there is a upright and a reverse meaning, but there's also on some of these a neutralized meaning. It's not always a block, baby. Not always a block. Yeah, I love it. I do. All that shit that they've been doing. Ooh, everything balancing out. What you need to know, baby? Mm. You're funny. You so funny. I don't feel sorry for shit or nobody. Pity don't serve nobody. You know why? Because look, we here for that. That Ace of Swords justice. We don't worry about Nathan. We don't worry about Nathan. We don't worry about Nathan, 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 Nathan. It's just funny how that works sometimes. We don't worry about Nathan. Nothing, Nathan, nothing. Nathaniel. How about that? Nathaniel. Nothing at all. Nathan. Sorry. Just having a moment. Yeah. Ooh, the devil on that ass. Okay. Hold on. Whew. That's funny. Shake it off. Holy Spirit, I need you, if you oblige me, thank you, allow me to tap into the communication we've been having on this subject. I want to know if those are the people in question that were discovered and referred to in the email exchange. They went there for work, or looking for work is what I'm seeing. Interesting. Real quick, Tower. Oh, shit. Okay, so you know how the Lovers card is the twins, but so is technically the Devil card? One of the twins is not on the up and up. Something's up. I feel like yes. Yeah. One of them is on the up and up, and the other one not so much. But they went looking for work. I feel like they got set up when they got there. Hold on, let me just get the outright. Is that the right person? Yes. Look, double confirmation. Star and the Lovers. Yes. 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 That is, you did discover that. Yes. 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 I'm getting that something horrific has happened to the. It was a fated event though. Tower, Wheel of Fortune, and it couldn't be stopped. This person, the one twin that went off on their own, they were into the scene. Page of Wands, Three of Cups. They could have went to a club or something in that environment, looking for attention, and they got the attention of the wrong motherfucker. There's a female here. Who set them up? Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles. There could have been a lot of alcohol involved. I mean that shit. Seven of Cups, Nine of Cups, Page of Cups. I don't think they were overly something was placed in one of these drinks. Like there was suspicion of it. They were not. I'm not liking what I'm getting, because I do feel like this young person, um, organs. Jesus Lord. There will be a whatever the search is, they're gonna cover it up. Whatever this is, look, I can't know how I'm saying that. Five of Cups, they're gonna like, it's unfortunate, it's regrettable, but it will remain a mystery. Fool. They're going to be like, yeah, young and reckless, Nine of Swords, but the twin ain't going to be able to rest. Their brother not going to be able to rest. They're going to go. They're going to go, they're going to go, they're going to go, and they're going to discover the cover-up that their government and the local officials are involved in it. Hierophant, I got chills. Seven of Swords, there's my dark arts, and the Chariot. I told you, this is very, yes. This is going, yeah, truthful communication. That's exactly them. They don't want him to come. It's going to be a lot of pressure applied. He's going, yeah, he's going to figure out what happened to his brother. And this one woman is tied to it. I feel like this kid could have been used. Like I'm getting organs, but I don't mean like they were trafficked or traded. No, I'm getting ritualistically that the parts was used. That card is indicative of a lot of dirty shit. Yeah. Oh boy. He is on the other side. For sure. Oh man. There will be an investigation. What else do we need to see about this? Hold on. Shit. Sweets, if you're going to track this closely, I need you to one, shield yourself in this inquiry. Do you understand? Because this chick feels really treacherous. Okay? So just protect your energy. Okay? Cloak it good now. Hold on. I mean, when I tell you ran right into a trap, fuck. Right into a trap. Yeah, naive. Oh, poor baby. Wanting to party. Yeah, but the one twin was definitely set up. And his spidey senses was definitely telling him. But by the time he realized he was in trouble, it was really too late. Like, that's what I'm getting. Because again, I'm getting copious amounts of alcohol. I'm getting something in the alcohol. And then that female who's some weird practitioner has some tie to the local establishment. And that's why it's getting swept under the rug. But if the other one presses the issue, yeah, the mother too. Oh. Okay, what else do we need to know? I was getting that before I picked up the cards, but I wanted to confirm that young man, even you know the path of the light worker, right? It's wayward, it's a lot of side quests. We don't look like what people think. It's not some swami person or a nun. Nah, life requires challenge in order to teach, to help, to heal, to let people know there's a bigger, better, da 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 da. That young man was destined to step into the path of a light worker. He was just going through we'll just say the beginning stages of understanding the tools. That's why he was targeted. That's why I kept getting he walked into a trap. He walked into a trap. His energy signature. Wow. People thought he was like, I think he even, like, I don't know, you would have to get more insight from his family, but I'm getting he would actually say shit like that, very mystical. You know what I mean? Like he knew his purpose eventually. He knew his path. He knew why he was here. These were all steps in that process. But it's something about the pitfalls. He was not prepared for those sorts of, oh man. His brother feel real bad too. Like he feels like almost like he failed him, like he let him walk into a trap. There's a lot of grief here, but again, this is a fated event. Shit. I mean, he could have been more helpful in spirit. I hate to say that, but it's just the energy of the King of Wands and the Hermit. It's like supposed to be a guide. Yeah. See, Hierophant, Hangman. That's a little deep, but what a horrific way to go. Regardless of that sort of super, that's crazy. Oh, oh. So yeah, definitely contracted both. I think they're going to apprehend at least 3 people involved in this eventually. Yeah, there will be 3 people that end up in jail. 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, involving the twin that's no longer here, and it's all going to be because of this woman. Told you she got some. I'm getting like female romance scammer. Like she talked to him and all of that, but she don't want to be in jail, so she's going to actually spill the beans, but they all going to end up in jail. Yeah, because this sort of work is not allowed where there are. Like, that's the one thing about Africa. Yeah, but this is going to be the thing that's going to get them in the most trouble, because they know there's laws about this where they in Ivory Coast there are, but the biggest fish is going to be the people tied to the government. Oh yeah. Oh. This may not start moving to Libra season, by the way. I don't I don't know why it would take that long. It could be financing. I don't know the economic status of these people. Um, Interesting. I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles, but then I see the Five of Pentacles down there. So this family could be going through economic hardship. Like, it may look one way on paper, but the reality is, not to mention trying to get into certain places right now. Yeah, all visas are being scrutinized. That's so weird. That's crazy. That's a shame. But you definitely found, yes, that was spot on, sweetie. Spot on. Keep developing those gifts. Yes. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, you do have to learn. I mean, I know you know this already, but that detachment aspect, because man, it can get intense. Don't carry that with you. Release, release, release. Yeah, but it's getting real. That knowing. Ooh, baby. It's getting. Keep trusting. Keep building that. Premonitions. Dreams. Yeah. About the Thank you. Sometimes you just got to give yourself credit. You know what I mean? I really do try to stay in my lane, and I try to keep my ego in check, um, very well, very very well, because I don't like when I see it on other people. It bothers me, because I don't know, people boast about stupid shit, but Sometimes when you be out here slaying demons and, and slaying dragons, whoo, just gotta step up. Like, okay, well, I won this round. I'm on the middle podium. I got first place. It's just the right thing to do. But thank you for recognizing that. As I like to say, charity start at home. And if I don't give myself my kudos sometimes. Oh. I guess I need more coffee or I don't think I need more sleep. Thank you for clarifying that. I stand corrected. Thank you. Now I'm full of energy. I'm just my process, and I was like, oh, maybe no, I was just being cheeky, really. I'm good. Energy's very high. Love that shit. Yo, in the hold on, sidebar before I go any further. The storms that roll through. All I can say is thank you, thank you, thank you for protection, safety, all of that. Because my God, looking at the devastation that it rolled through and what it did and the leveling of buildings, and I'm like, man, we just starting the season. So very, very grateful. Slept like a baby. But I was just saying how my region doesn't get the same sort of storms we used to when I was a kid. Because it wasn't nothing for like if there was like a storm forecast. Like my childhood home had a porch, and so moms would open up the door, like let the air in, the window. Oh man, it'd be really neat, but you could see the storm like lightning cracking across the sky, the thunder, like it was like a real production, like the gods was putting on this shit. Um, you know, and a lot of times the storms, it's like okay, I came through a little rain, but nah. And one of my clients was saying like the rain, because we've been getting a lot of rain, but it's been like kind of drizzly, kind of this. And I had the mind to text this bull because it poured, and that's what he wanted. He was like, it's inconvenient rain. It's not enough to clean anything off, and da 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 da. And then you asked, and you shall receive, and so that's what happened. And I was like, I'm not gonna be petty. I'm not gonna be petty. I'm not gonna be petty. Oh, I know. Thank you. I appreciate that. They go back and they'll rewind it to the beginning, and so that affects the viewing and real time numbers. Yeah, but I'll be warning people. I'll be like, sometimes you can't say everything in front of me. Not like that, but me and my daddy really tight. You know what I mean? Me and my mom really tight, and so if you say something, and I'm like right there, and I'll be like, well, is it gonna hurt? Like, is there a problem at like acquiescing this request? Like, it's just funny. That's how I feel because soon after, boom, boom, I got a friend. They be looking at me like, yo, how they like it's scary because I'll talk about something, then it'd be right there. They'd be like, stop doing that. I'm like, no, it's fun. It's too fun. It's too fun. Keep talking. Like I was talking about India and Pakistan, and then all of a sudden, anyway, it's really, really funny. It is funny how like the line, just like that reading I did 3 fucking years ago, guys. 3 years ago, where it says the people versus Henry Hill. That is the current bullshit happening right now. In the bull, the nasty bull, the criminal bull, he everywhere, don't stop, won't stop. That shit. Like that whole block of time where I was just getting more and more grossed out by the readings, and it was just, what? It was that. It was that. They laid it out years ago. I'm like, oh my God. Because I was like, who is this? I'm like, I just want to send the read. Look. Yes. I just want to send them like, here, just go through the material. You're going to get details that neither one of them want to tell you about. Yeah. That was the way of bringing in like balance and justice and fairness. By speaking it, like, oh, and calling down judgment and all that good stuff. You know, bringing an end to it. Because sometimes people need help. That was just the beginning of it. They was like, here, baby, we just gonna, it's been intense, y'all. It's all right. It's all right. Archangel Michael, I'm gonna need you to real quick kick that devil on his edge. I know I'm protected. I ain't worried about it. But I just love how you just see the energy try to creep in. Yeah. Rage Against the Machine. That's so funny. Judgment. See? Ooh. Exactly. That is cool. There will be an increase in power. There will be an increase in energy, I'm seeing. Like, gone through a personal ascension. So they're giving you more. Ooh, ripple effects. Like, I'm really getting, like, every day when you rise, right? Your energy is so fucking strong that your momentum, your movement, your energy literally causes ripples. This is dope. Like that's a little woo. Look, 71777. Right. You've earned your position, by the way. I don't. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord. Hold on. Let me just check something real quick. Look, angel number 717 is a spiritual number associated with spiritual awakening, enlightenment, and spiritual growth. What I say? What I say? Sorry, let me stop. It signifies that you are on the right path towards fulfilling your spiritual purpose and encourage you to trust your intuition and embrace your inner wisdom. It also symbolizes perseverance and the recognition that your efforts will be well rewarded. Child, this is why they wanted to stop you. This is why they wanted to block you. Oh, they wanted you to reject your path, your purpose, your spiritual contract. Yeah, man. Because that energy, though, I just saw the sun. That energy, though, son, that energy, though, look, spiritual enlightenment, awakening. Look, I'm telling you, that energy, though, it's just oozing off of you. Every day when you rise from your bed, from your little personal crypt, your hibernation, your mock death, whatever you want to call it, and you get up and out. That shit, the thoughts, the shit ripple. Like, it ripple. This, man, they be like, this is like some people say, I'm nice, Some people say I'm nasty. Look, Queen of Swords, Devil, the Lovers, and then there's a Knight of Cups. Look, you got them on the run. Look, you got them on the run. It's like that scene from Tombstones when they giving up the bandanas. They like, nah, I don't want no smoke. I ain't trying to be a cowboy no more. Yo. And we not even gonna talk about the shit you do while you slumbering, okay? You know you slay demons in your sleep, so we not even gonna. No, I'm not kidding. Why did give me the He-Man visual? Like, I am the greatest. Like, yo, you play too much. Like, we ain't gonna talk about this. That, oh my God, yo. Yo, look, see the, it's like you unlocked a new level. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Funny. Yo, I'm not even kidding. Yo, you be wrecking shit. This is so funny and it's adorable, right? Because you're just getting started. Like, that's good acceleration, right? We go from the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. Yo. Oh. Oh my God. This shit is so funny. You are like in my house. Like when I say no regrets, you not worried about shit. You not. You like, I don't care about your feelings. I don't. Look, my daddy told me go do this, and I'm doing what I got to deliver these messages. Like, yo, you, this shit funny. Whatever it is, you go. You like, I don't care. It's cool. It's cool. Like, look, it's cool. You get usually that's so funny because remember I was talking about pride and everything, right? But it's cool. You don't mind giving people the attention they seek, right? Right. Right. You like, oh, for real? I'll be a huckleberry. Oh, word? For reals? For reals because your skin thick. You done been through it. You don't care. You know exactly what to say. You see shit, you call it out, fizzle dizzle. Look, see? They got the nice side before. That's why I said now you in this emperor energy. Yo, you is ready for woe. You's ready for woe. You're in Ender's game. You understand? Like that's the type of energy. Like Pluto, you like word, word. You like I like Pluto. I like starting shit. Compulsive forces, unconscious nature that brings about great transformations. The ability to organize and deal with society, power. Somebody's rocking this Pluto transit like it is a power pellet. It's a power pellet. Somebody has a I don't know if it's Aries itself or some other very fiery placement in Pluto, and that shit right there is like wah 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 wah. You like squabble up, squabble up. Yo, this is like shit that you are very, very experienced with. This is familiar territory. Six of Cups. You like it here. You like, for real, like you want to get dirty. Like, yo, somebody is here for it. They ready, coach. They've been waiting. Look, they've been in the house. They've been studying for this shit. They like, yes. Yes, I'm ready. Look, Eight of Pentacles to the Three of Wands, they ready. They just like, what we gonna do today, boss? Seven of Cups. Balls in your court, boss. What you wanna do? What you wanna do? What you wanna do? We really do try to stay in love and light. We really, really do. But I had to work on, let me just say this. I was told for a very long time from someone who I should have been able to trust that I was mean because I spoke the truth. And so trying to use mental manipulation to try to curtail the truth because they didn't like to hear it. You know what that did to me? That made me unequivocally speak my motherfucking mind. Because if you can't take the heat, get the fuck out the kitchen. It is what it is. It is. That's that thick rhino skin. I'm usually like, if I get familiar energy, I will get annoyed because it's like, you should be able to pick up the fucking phone if you really want to know what's going on. Why are you trying to keep in my readings and try to be all, subversive? Don't do that. Anyway, this is awesome. You are no longer restrained. You have been given the green light to exercise and render. Okay? It's okay. The restraints are off. Yeah. See, people are only used to that whole giving and receiving, that nice side. But those would be the same individuals who would be trying to convince you that you're not, right? Trying to sell you a lie about yourself. Right. But now, you get to choose. You get to choose which side of the scale you want to drop that fucking pinnacle on. You be like, do I want to give them? Do I want to give them, grace and mercy, or do I want to unleash the same fucking dark ass shit that they've been sending? Oh, my lovelies, you're experiencing true free will because you don't abuse shit. I gotta pick these up. This is just too fucking funny to me. Oh my god, yo, this is just funny. Oh man, it's okay. Oh yeah. Increase in energy is also an indication of increases in abundance and financial stability. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. It's momentum. It's just for you though. And maybe, if you got a child or something. Okay. So I just saw the Six of Wands and my Dark Worker card. So this makes me feel like there is somebody in the public eye who has maybe attained their fame, their fortune, using baneful magic. Yeah. They've hurt a lot of people to get where they are. People very close to them. Three of Swords, Three of Cups. Magician. Yeah, absolutely. This person has been using other people's time and energy, right, to climb the ladder of success. This is energy harvesting. I'm seeing the Five of Wands to the Death card. This person could have even caused transitions using dark arts. Right. This person knows what's coming. They know exactly what's coming. They are not oblivious to it. This person, again, listen, there's the Strength card, right? Because of the protector. This is the bull. I'm sick of this dude. Listen, it is what it is. He's a Scorpio. He's a devil worshiping asshole. He's in jail. Former mogul. King of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. This man knows exactly what's coming to him. He does. I looked at the man birth chart the other day. I was like, well, damn. I would really love to know his actual time of birth because that would give you more, would give you the houses. But just from what you're ever able to peek, not to mention anybody born in 1969, we should talk because there is something that was going on in the ethers during that period. Ciao. Like there's some occultic shit that was cresting in the that year in particular. Anyway, look, this man has a life path number 4, right? He was definitely in his North Node. Regardless of how it appears to us, this is exactly what he was going to end up being. Just what it was. Like, for as much as there was all of the love and there is multiple energies within and it's because of this shit, the darkness. You play with magic, shit just happens. It just does. Too many spirits. Too many spirits in one man's body. Anyway. I really feel like, oh yeah, the person I'm talking about been in jail for almost a year. Oh yeah, and having a very, very public fall. Very, very public fall. And it's really because of the protector of women and children. There's a tattoo that was administered, or it's a beautiful tattoo, but that was the wrong deity to put on your body when you're disrespectful to women and children. Bad idea. Not to mention, there are 2 black horses tattooed on either arm. This motherfucker thought he really was justice, like he was in his right frame of mind to do it. Like, tattoos tell a whole different meaning, and anybody with discernment will actually see behind that veil, the facade, the image. Yeah, I feel like bipolar is a lie. I really do. I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's this. Yeah. That's why I said prayer's not gonna help this person now. And I really say that, but it's not. It's really not. They know exactly what's coming down the pipe. Oh, well, you know what? That could be a number of people. Definitely. Because I think it started when I picked up that whole conversation. Look, like a straight up whole conversation about somebody not wanting to be in a marriage anymore. And this was one of the people who were working together. Yeah, that shit's so funny. Definitely tapped into a whole conversation because she wasn't able to manipulate her husband. Arranged marriage, not going wrong, but just pissed off. Anyway, shit's funny. Hold on. No, it's not the tranny. No disrespect, y'all. I'm an older person from a different generation, and I do my best to adapt to y'all language confines, but no disrespect. I rebuke all the vibrational energy being sent my way. It's just somebody who sees me as competition. It really don't matter. Yeah. See, energies don't lie. Because, like, regardless, you know, it's like that no. What's the bull? Professor X, when he would go into what was that thing called? And he would scan for the mutants. This practitioner, like the people who are viewing me outside of energy spoken on hostilely, you know, it's because energy don't lie. Like, they be searching. It's like really that mirror, mirror on the wall. Right. It's the energy signature. It wouldn't matter. They're just going to do what they're tasked to do. They're supposed to come along and do what they do. It's all for the elevation of spiritual progression. It's just energy. They literally just be out there, cerebral. That's what the fuck it's called. Thank you for whoever said it. Cerebral. Right. They just scan. They want to know who's got gifts and talents greater than theirs. It really is an ego trip how they even came across me. Like, for real. They think they're really stealthy. They like to try to, you know, like Percy Jackson energy. But, you know, remember, he wasn't it was Hades' son, as we saw the death card. Hades' son. Right. That's all. It's just that. You know, there's been a serious pushback. And if they check the polls, right, from the last election, they'll see why people voted the way they did in this country. And I don't have an opinion on it. I'm just telling you, it didn't really go the way. The people don't like shit being forced down their throat. They don't. And that's what happened. And it really blew up in their face. Even the corrections the military has made in their own opinions. You know what I mean? Like, But I did a last night, the last reading I did, a message from the youth. There was a portion in there, and I was getting that people from the LGBTAI plus community, there was a trans person who they're trying to keep them from communicating about their own experiences, their regrets, something like that, that would go against all of, we'll just call it funding and all of that, right? The gender affirming care. Like, yeah, it's deep. It was really deep. But there's definitely going to be some sort of communication from that community in particular. It's funny that you mentioned transvestites, because the way of halting puberty and all of that, like there's some massive pushback, and it's first person account. I was getting a very famous person in this country who was literally made the poster child of the movement, television show and everything. And I got a strong inclination that it's that person or someone like that person who's recognizable, who has a lot to say on what was done and their opinions thereof. Like, I feel like the medical community is about to get kicked in the pants. Right? You know what I mean? Yeah, there's been some lies told about it. It's not harmless. But, you know, body dysmorphia is, they lied. Hierophant, Three of Swords, like, they absolutely lied about what would happen if this was done in the early stages. We'll just say that. It's all right. If they don't correct it, like, I keep reminding people to go study history. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just, you know, money ain't the end all be all. And, you know, people were greedy, and that's why they did it. Period, point blank. Societies have crumbled every time they get to this issue. There are certain rules, right? That's why I was like, hey guys, go pick up the Kabbalah, read it, learn it, love it, love it. Read it again, understand it. It'll help you through these times where they're trying to confuse the masses. That being said, every society that has gotten to this point throughout history, known fucking history, has collapsed on itself. Okay? Okay. You want that? Because that's exactly what you're co-signing to. Okay. Yeah, there's something coming out from a very well-known person on that subject. They just can't. They gotta share it. Ten of Wands to the Ace of Swords. Yeah. People are really in this energy of bearing their soul. They want to be free. Yeah. Oof, it really got tricked. All right. Last round. All right, Holy Spirit. What else do you want the collective to know? Ooh, you've been seeing 1111, baby. You got blessings coming. There is some weird sort of monitoring spirit. So if you feel the urge to clean your home spiritually, you know, both the regular cleaning and also spiritual, do that. Okay? Okay. Yeah, look. As I say, monitoring spirit, look. Page of Swords, full. Somebody really want to find out, like, that's so funny. Because I guess they've been trying to make shit hard on you. They want to know if it's working. There's somebody who's waiting for you to even come outside. What? Yeah. Wow. A bunch of shit, but there's something about this right there. Yeah, I think they sent upwards of like 10 different types of energies, but you're just alchemizing shit. High Priestess to the Magician. Anyway, heads up. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, once you know, it dispels all that shit. You know, they want you to burn some incense. Yeah. And watch what happens. Oh, so if you got like go away evil, house protection, shit like that, or frankincense and myrrh, a little copal go a long way. Some shit is stronger. You need something stronger than Palo Santo, which I love, but again, sometimes you need something a little stronger. Yeah, and watch. These are just miserable people in your community. What a pity. Look, see, came right back out. Page of Swords, okay. Moon, look, see, look at that shit. That's wild. It's like somebody waiting on some moon magic to block your roads to kick in. High Priestess, yeah, confirmation. Saw that shit. Look, you still happy. They can't figure out why. They cannot see any reason why you should be fucking happy right now. Wow, get a life. What? Look, lesser of two evils, no right choice, confusion, indecision, information overload. I feel like that's exactly what's going on. That shit's crazy. I really do feel like these people in some way, like I'm getting a couple things. Like somebody tried to access your Akashic records and it's information overload. Like somebody's ass is burning the fuck out. And I don't feel like they can get back, by the way, because the chariot's in the block position. And look, there's the world, and there's the star, and there's the sun. They went looking in your fucking Akashic records, and look, they thought they was gonna get a little bit, Page of Pentacles, but look. Queen of Pentacles, and there's a Knight of Wands. I mean, that shit came tumbling out. They was trying to be sneaky, right? Seven of Swords, but there's Temperance. Archangel Michael said, bitches, you stupid? Bitches, you stupid. A word, and I mean, they just was like, I mean, when I tell you they scrambled their mind, it's just too much. They done gave them information about your past lives. What? Oh my God, that is the funniest shit ever. I don't think they can't get back. So where is this person? Stuck. That's wild because they felt like this choice to peer into your Akashic records, right, was the lesser of two evils. They went on some sort of spiritual quest journey. This ain't, wow. Somebody who was supposed to be a trusted friend to guide you through this, and they can't get your ass back. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's exactly what the fuck you get. I mean that. Like, that's exactly what. I just was watching A League of Their Own. There's no crying. There's no crying. If you don't know the scene, please go watch A League of Their Own. About the all-female baseball team, you know, during the war. You know, the girls was keeping the boys entertained, the ones who couldn't go off the war. Anyway, it's a great movie. Classic. Well, angel. Yo, and this person who can't get them out of this, they're like, I'm sorry. Page of Cups, Three of Swords. This doesn't normally happen. Eight of Pentacles. They've never had anybody, put up such a barricade like this. Five of Wands to the Strength card. They've never encountered someone with so much spiritual strength and protection. They don't know how to get them out. This is almost like a bad trip. This is not what they were anticipating. Yo, Ten of Swords. This shit. Wow. Wow. Lost in a dream. They were hoping to learn something that was going to help them. Bring some sort of ending to you in your Akashic records. Wow. It was legit stop. Block stop. I keep seeing all this, the lion energy, Leo, but it's giving me like, Basat. I agree. I don't like this. Hey, man. You wanted to be there. I saw towers. So you done live lives where you done fell off of cliffs and towers and they got to go through it. Yo, that is merciless. Let's just say you've been around the spiritual block. And you have been, everything that could have happened has happened. 10 different times, double cross, betrayed, fucked around and found out. And they got to go through every one of those experiences, I feel like, in order to get out. Before they arrive back where the fuck they started. Because that's what they get for trying to appear in your Akashic records. Hey. Yes. Ace of Swords. Yes. 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 So if you're curious on how to get your homie out, you're going to have to be like, hey, I know you're lost in there. What was that, like Insidious? Where the bull had the lantern in the astral realm and he was like trying to get back to the house. The only way you can get back to the house, Four of Wands, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried, is for you. You're going to have to go through each one of these and learn them lessons. Woo, child. You wanted to know? You're going to know. Because this is a violation. You had no right. You had no right. You didn't ask permission. Somebody even tried to use somebody's ancestors. You tried to what? I know you lying. I know you're daft. I know you're daft. Like, I done met a few of my, like, high vibrational spiritual ancestors, like, in meditation here and there. But I know my earthly ancestors who transitioned, and they ain't suffer fools. They really didn't. They really, really didn't. And I take care of them. I really do. I be like, y'all hungry? You need some dough on the other side. You thirsty? You know what I mean? Jelly bean. So I can only imagine. And there's one Leo relative that keeps coming to mind that God bless is deceased, and she don't fucking play. And I remember even her kids was like, she's so nice to you. She's so mean. She don't fuck around. And I got a sinking suspicion y'all done ran into God bless America. She like to fight too. I can only imagine her in spirit. Oh man. Woo. That shit funny. So if you got an ancestor like one of my ancestors, ooh, woo, that shit funny. I hope they didn't. I mean, I kind of hope they did. Because I'm trying to tell you, I didn't say she was nice. I promise you I didn't. Not all the ancestors is love and light, baby. You know, they not all love and light. Hey, if you don't get your ass, you really gonna make me come over there? Get down there, man. Get yourself down. Oh wow, it froze. Interesting. Hold on, let me write down what it froze on. Isn't that interesting? We're gonna have to look that up. Hold on, let me just yours, mine. They like that shit. Like, let there be no confusion. They will give it as good as they get it. It's so funny because I feel like it's like, I don't know, if this was some sort of person you know, some family friend, or could have been like family, something like that. Out of all the people they could have picked, right? Because I'm seeing like this person had a altar, right? Pretty smug about it too, and I feel like it wasn't they people's on the altar, right? And about all the people they could have picked who were on the other side, and they thought they was gonna be able to trick. Oh, okay. Look, I told you, look. These are your protectors. If you call on them, I'll be there. Temperance, King of Swords. See? You use tools of the light. Your ancestors, see? 4 swords, right? There's the mausoleum. 10 of Cups. See? There's more of your ancestors. Death card, more of them. Right. They don't get down like that. They don't. They don't play like that. They like, yeah, you got it. They here for karma. 12th house energy. They like, nah, you keep doing what you need to do, upholding us, uplifting us, clearing out this karmic debt. We got the traitors. We got the sneaky motherfuckers in the background. We got them. You just go and do you. You keep making things right for the family. You making enough sacrifices, and we appreciate you. Let us go and deal with these setup artists. I know it's my eye. Oh my god. Oh my god, your energy's so strong, lady. Why? They woke the wrong dead person. Holy shit. Oh my god, okay. I gotta pick these up. Oh my god, wait. No. No, you. Oh my god, yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, hold on. Yeah, spirit. Look. Yo, when I tell you, they wait and they just like, come on, open that fucking portal. Go ahead, go to the crossroads. Go, like they go ahead. I double dogged it. Yo. Oh. They waiting. Not to mention, I'm even getting, there's a spirit right here waiting on somebody to transition, waiting on them to cross over. Why? Oh, it's a baby. So if you know somebody who's pregnant and they're heavily pregnant, yeah. Wow. In the next 12 hours? Wow, it was just 129 on the clock. It's 1:30. Now look, 129. Wow. Yo, the synchronicities is wild. You know how the Bible talks about, I knew you in the womb, I counted every hair upon your head? No, for real. Any second. Oh, don't be nervous. All is protected. Somebody, what? Whoever this is, they're very superstitious. It's making me think they're Muslim because I heard something about the evil eye and all of this, and that sounds like serious superstition. Everything's gonna be fine. Look, don't manifest the worst. Tower, Nine of Swords. Everything's fine. Like, what? Yeah, Two of Cups. Why is that trying to? Yeah, look. Duality, togetherness, a settling of energy, union, love, and balance. Yeah. I feel like if your intuition is telling you that y'all need to go, I don't know, I feel like this is a birthing center more than anything. There's a midwife here with the Hermit card and the Ace of Cups. You know what to do. You know what to do. Oh, it's gonna be fine. Oh, if you need to call, like, listen, have faith, be optimistic. You got fight back the weird thoughts. You know, you got all the doctors on. I'm not a doctor, okay? So I'm just telling you what I'm picking up on. You got all the numbers you need. You got the connections you need. Everything's set up. Like, you're just worried for the sake of worrying. You could very well be a Virgo. Please stop that. We are so trying to break that stigma. We are not worriers. We are fucking thinkers. It's a difference. There is a difference. We analyze, we think. We do not worry. We go over the details. We trust in the research, in the data. We breathe a sigh of relief, knowing that there's only so much we can absolutely control. And there are things that are beyond it and have the comfort of mental tranquility, emotional balance because of that knowledge. Stop that. Stop that. Stop trying to take us back. We have evolved as a sign. Huh. Take that shit personal. No. Don't worry. Don't stress. It's fine. Yo, definitely. Definitely. Better work on that. They're going to be the sign of work, and I'll do the own self work, the inner work. Man, quit playing. You got everything done. I don't know who this is. This is it's kind of boggling me now. Because I feel like there's an expectant mother somewhere, right? Right? And you want to do more. I feel like you want her to get up off her feet. Because I do feel like it's any day now. Like, because you're literally watching for signs of when to move and all of that. But you're stressing yourself out, Ten of Wands. Yes, it is extra responsibility, et cetera, but you need to relax before it happens. You know what I mean? It says, hello, I'm probably anxious. Yes, we know. Yeah, you're fine. Yep, the email's there. Yep. You got approved for the leave. Yep. All of those things. Stop it. Oh, you need to tickle me Elmo. Oh, you could be alone. Okay, that would make more sense. You could very well be alone having this baby. Oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. You thought you would have help. Okay, that makes more sense. I don't think this is over. Have you reached out to this person, the child's father? Don't let your pride get in the way. Yeah, child's father. Have you reached out? You haven't asked for any assistance. Yeah, and they know you're pregnant. They do. What you waiting on? Time is of the essence is what it feels like. Look. Is this person married or something? Oh. They very well could be. Strength, Three of Pentacles, Emperor, Four of Pentacles, Empress, Lovers, Eight of Cups. Oh shit. Things didn't go as planned, I see. Maybe this person walked away from you to the woman who's pregnant on the one hand before you knew you were expecting before. But I do feel like there's been some sort of communication or even your own intuition. Somebody told you this, that this was going to happen. You need to, I don't know. I feel like did you tell him? Or you just expected him to know? Like, because there's a maybe is bothering me. Wow. Are you trying to have this baby first? Because I'm like, it could be a paternity test prior to you presenting all of this. But my God, what a crazy thing to keep from someone. Four of Pentacles, right? I would be upset with you, ma'am. I really would be. I really, 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 really would be, because you literally delayed telling this person this jaw-dropping news. And you could say you've been fighting it, all of this, that, and third. I'm seeing competition, and you were worried and stressed, and you didn't know what to do, and da-da-da-da, and it's just a lot of fucking excuses, and it's like you didn't know if you wanted to end it, da-da-da-da, and and then you went to the hospital, the doctor, and you saw that spark, and you got the proof, you pissed on a stick, and this is like, I really do feel like there's an outside situation, because I got the Emperor, Empress, and I got the King and Queen of I misspoke. King and Queen of Pentacles with this King of Swords here. I feel like and you knew this man was married, because the King of Swords is right next to the Queen of Pentacles. And you knew this and decided to engage in risky behavior, knowing that this man was going back and forth between two people, and you was this outside person, and this was supposed to be, I guess a pressureless situation. And I mean, I don't feel like you was trying to trap this man. I really don't. Because I see the Eight of Swords, Five of Cups, Queen of Swords, Death, Nine of Cups. I feel like you was going to do what you first said you was going to do, but you couldn't bring yourself to. You just couldn't, not knowing. And so, I feel like if y'all, whatever secret rendezvous y'all was having, Three of Cups, Seven of Swords, I feel like once you found out, you put up a wall. Like you stopped engaging with this person. Papa, don't preach. I'm in trouble deep. Papa, don't preach. And I made up my mind. I'm keeping my baby. I'm gonna keep my baby. Ooh. Justice. Page of Swords. That's why I was like, paternity's coming. He might quietly handle this. Right? Devil. Because it is outside. And they're not really trying to leave their marriage. Yeah, they messed up. So they're going to quietly go to court with you, acknowledge the paternity, the DNA, and they're going to make their payments. And every so often, they're going to sneak over to come see you and their kid, drop off some more dough, They might drop off some dick and be on their way. Now, I'm just letting you know, sis. But this is definitely a married man. And you tried to ignore it, but you knew. You absolutely knew. You absolutely knew. So, I mean, look. Be prepared. I'm just telling you, it's go either way. But, yeah. I know you've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. You really couldn't bring yourself to an 86-year baby. And I respect you for that. I really do. I love you more for it. Because, right. Why should the child suffer because of whatever? Same time. Wow. Hold on. But you know. Ain't no getting around that shit. You knew. And you was cool with it. Being the other piece. Going, seriously, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Like, you was fine. You was fine. You ain't mind being the other. Yup. Until you got pregnant. And shit changed. As it always does. Because babies complicate life. But you know. King of Swords. Alright. I'm telling you now. You will get money from this man. But very little actual support. Heard the horns? Right. More horns. So get your emotions in order right now. Don't even move from an emotional space. You should try to be as discreet as you can. The same way you was being discreet when y'all was, you know, skirting around. When you knew this man was married. Okay. Just letting you know. It's a karmic situation. You had a karmic child. So you need to try to fix the energy and be cordial and respectful and go about your business. But if you keep screwing that man, you're going to end up even worse than what you are. 3 of Swords, okay? You're going to feel worse about yourself, and potentially more children will come, and you're going to be a single mom with some part-time dick. You're going to remain a secret in some obscure place, okay? So if you're going to communicate with him, I would do it through an attorney, okay? Like, send it to the job, something like that. You know what I mean? Don't try to embarrass this man. You will regret it. Ooh, y'all lives is so, right. Judgment, look. Judgment to the Knight of Cups. Yeah, see? Yeah, give somebody a chance to contemplate life. See? Because this is huge. This is the whole fucking secret. The whole life that you've been lying about. So they're going to feel some kind of way because they're going to feel like you're trying to make a come up off of them. And that you somehow put this whole thing in motion and that was a tee-hee the whole time. But really, it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. And look what I say. He's going to try to accuse you of trying to ruin his marriage and all these things. And that's not even it because this is in public. Do it discreetly. But you already got a reading about this from somebody else that I just saw. And that's okay. Hey, do what you do. Classic case, so I could change him. All right. Any other closing messages? Okay. Seeing the fruits, the first fruits of something. Whoa. Yeah, for those of you who've been working on money manifestations, it's coming in much more rapidly and it's going to be bigger than what you thought it was going to be. Like, you thought you were manifesting page level. No, actually it's king. It's king level. And I do feel like this is something that is owed to you, and this is why it's coming in bigger. Yeah. Like blessings from, like I said, yeah, you've been manifesting. Look, It's fine, I'm fine, everything's fine. You're going to be like, oh my. Yeah, like you are due this. You really are. High Priestess, Justice. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Yes, Ace of Wands. Wow. Yeah, look. See, you're due. That's why I was like, no, this is so above my pay grade, but this is long delayed Hangman energy, Six of Cups energy. It belongs to you. Whatever it is, it belongs to you. This could be something on top of manifestations. This could be something that being passed down to you or you should have received. You dirty rat. Yeah, look, it's destined for you to receive exactly this. Whatever this manifestation is, whatever you've been calling in. And I feel like because you've been exercising your free will in a great way. It says, didn't stab anyone today, right? Every choice, right? Because it's like didn't period, stab period, anyone period, today period. No period of today, right? Because the day's not over. Same time, it is that exercising of free will, even when things get hard, even when it's easier to strike out and hurt people and blah, 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 blah. You have chosen over and over and over again to walk away, right? Instead of sinking to somebody's level, right? You walked away and said, you know what? I'm going to move with love and compassion and grace and mercy, Knight of Cups, right? And you're going to treat people equally and you're going to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Like, that is no small feat. You know how conscious, you know how present you have to be to operate in that energy where it's like literally didn't stab. It's a conscious path. Right, see? Learning one's lessons, right? Having that courage, that bravery to turn the other cheek. Nine of Wands, Six of Swords, right? To hold back, right? When you could sound off on a mother, right? And live by faith, right? And allow and know that karma will come around and spin the block and everybody will be taken care of. See, look. And no matter how worrisome and stressed things might have been at times, you're good, right? Because you turned a negative into a positive. So there's beautiful blessings coming. They're here. But you know what I mean? This is the reward. This is why it's long overdue. Okay, I feel like it's a past life thing where these are things that belong to you and and I feel like good choices, you know, where you're not buying your way into anything. But you know, what do they say? Faith without acts is dead. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, blah, 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 blah. You gotta like meet the universe in motion. And you've been doing that. You've been walking it like you talk it. And so your manifestations are coming in and they've been watching. Oh, let me tell you, quiet as this cat. They've been watching. Yeah, look, quiet as this cat. Will to the moon. They've been watching. And they see how you've handled these attacks. You know, people using dark magic and shit like that, and how you've been able to alchemize that shit. It's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, Ace of Swords. I'm so very proud of you. It's giving me like Perseus and the original Clash of the Titans and that real cheesy overlay where they're looking down at the mortals and they're like making bets and shit. Like, I bet you, it really feels like that, the way the higher ups have been watching you deal with the, you know, the different legs of the journey. They're quite impressed. Okay. Wow. Changing options. Right. Yeah, whatever mental restrictions that were placed on people from outside influences, like it's being Yeah, there's clear vision coming in. All right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta grab some lunch. I love you. Mwah. We'll do this again. Maybe today, maybe not today. I don't know. But we'll go. And we'll do it again really soon. Okay, I love you. Happy Saturday. Thank you for tuning in.